Yes, not every property development will make millions, but they are about making the home of someone's dreams. So, did Rahul and Luke manage to do that here in Abercrombie in Wales? They bought this two-bed mid-terrace for $27,500 and were hoping for a quick turnaround and fast sale, although they had a couple of things to iron out first. Obviously, the profit then depends on how much you're going to spend doing it up, so what's the budget for that?
Luke says 4 to 6, I say 3 to 5.
And they've broken one of Hommes' golden rules, viewing the property before you buy it. Talk me through the auction process. What was going on in your brain?
Nothing. See, when this property came at a certain price, it got sort of stuck on that, and the auctioneer said if anybody would want to put a 500 up. So I thought maybe let's try this. It's not a very high price for a property, something we could work on with, and the area that we know.
Despite breaking the rules, Rahul and Luke had been lucky in finding a property with plenty of hidden potential, despite signs of damp in some areas. Just under 5 weeks later, we've returned to see how they've got on. A simple renovation has meant keeping costs down and maximising the potential for profit in an area where properties have a definite ceiling price. In the master bedroom, any signs of damp have been dealt with, and the neutral colour scheme that runs throughout both bedrooms and the new bathroom will appeal to buyers and investors. Outside, the garden is unfinished, but it's looking a lot better and its potential is obvious to see. The interesting basement room is still undergoing work, so we couldn't have a look. But the whole house is looking smarter, brighter and far more inviting, whilst also fitting nicely into the area. However, when it came to doing the work, there was a significant change of plan.
My role was to fund the project. We'd initially thought that Luke would be doing the work in the house and we were going to split the profits. But Luke picked up another job, so Luke hasn't worked on this, but that's not to suggest that our relationship finishes here. We are looking at something else where hopefully the both of us can go in together and do that property up.
When we obviously went to the auction, I thought I'd do a lot of the work, because I'm so busy obviously with my business and my work. I've just give advice and come here with builders and things. Left it to the main man to take control.
Rahul, a complete refurbishment novice, has in fact project managed the whole thing, getting in qualified tradespeople to do the jobs.
So these walls of the room we are in had at least 3 coatings of wallpaper on them. It took us a long while to get rid of them. Some of the wall had to be replastered, painted. We had new carpets in this room. Upstairs, we did tiles in the bathroom. We changed the vinyl on the bathroom floor. We had to plaster the front room upstairs in the main bedroom. Got new carpets there as well, all painted, new doors in the house. In the kitchen, we had a new cooker, new vinyl, painted the kitchen. Garden, we got rid of all the bushes in the garden. The garden was too overgrown. We had chippings on the garden, membrane on the garden. The extended bit of the garden has been cleared as well, and possibly a car could be parked there. I have pretty much come here every day to check how work's going, providing materials, advising on them, the sort of colour choice we wanted. My daughter has come and helped me as well. She selected the bathroom floor for us, and that's pretty much it.
Oof, quite a list, but Rahul has kept a tight grip on that budget. Initially, he and Luke differed on what would need to be spent, with Rahul thinking 3,000 to 5,000 and Luke 4,000 to 6,000. Rahul has kept a very tight grip on the budget, spending only 2,500. But it's not quite finished yet, so how has the timescale worked out?
We were hoping to finish the project within 4 to 6 weeks, and we've managed to do that. We did start a bit late, but it took only about 4 weeks to finish the project.
Rahul has taken some local advice and hopes to sell. And with a modest final outlay of just £30,000, the potential for profit is looking good. But will two local property experts agree?
This is my first visit to the property. I can see that some works have been done. I can see the bathroom, the carpeting, the painting has been done. It hasn't had a new kitchen, but obviously, you know, it just needed a bit of a lick in the paint, and it looks fine as it is for either resale or for renting.
There is a demand for investment properties. We have a lot of investors on the books looking for rental properties, and also the first-time buyer market has increased over the past 6 months.
That's reassuring news. So let's consider rental potential first then.
If the owner were to rent the property, we would expect to achieve between £350 and £375 per calendar month.
I would be looking at renting it between £375 and £400 per calendar month.
So, taking an average of £375 per calendar month would mean a potential yield of a whopping 15%. But Rahul is set on selling for the time being.
If the owner were to put the property on the market as it stands, we would market the property at £45,000 and expect to achieve between £40,000 and £42,000.
If I was going to market this property, I'd be looking at putting it onto the market for about £47,000 and achieving somewhere in the region of £44,000, maybe £45,000.
Property's only going to go up and up and up, I hope, you know. So, yeah, I'm happy.
Yeah, these are the sort of figures I was expecting, so I can live with that.
Glad to hear it. With a top estimate of £45,000, that would mean a pre-tax profit of £15,000. Not too shabby, I'd say. So, will they be heading back to the auctions?
Definitely looking to do another project and trying to do it fairly quickly. We'll be at the auctions next time they're on.
Well, the world of property is never static or boring, and you really do need to know what you're doing, so hopefully we can help you with that.
So join us next time for more cautionary tales and success stories on Homes Under the Hammer.
We'll see you then.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.